the garage. We're having Customer Appreciation Day. We're just having some smoked pig and a bounce house to say thank you to all of our customers. We're really excited to be here, and we're really excited to have everyone here. We've got live bands and food going on, and then a car show outside. This is my husband, Cody. He's one of the owners of Garage Inc.
Hello, I'm Cody, and I appreciate everybody coming out today. We had a great turnout, and super excited with all the cars we got. So, yeah, couldn't be any happier.
Actually, probably my favorite car is the Rat Rod over here.
You're doing it, baby! Go! Go!
Hold on! Hey! I think they're insane. All of them.
John, I can't stand it!
These kids will try anything for kicks. A hopped-up car. An innocent girl.
I don't want it to be like this.
Hey, just don't play games with me.
And maybe even murder.
Just stand there, chicken. Don't move.
They call him Duke. And he uses girls the same way he uses cars. For kicks.
Get lost, Ernie. You think you can handle him? You're just a kid.
You think I've never kissed a boy before?
Is that what you want, to wind up in a motel room with any man?
All you think about is me getting married. What if something happens to the man I married? What if he gets to be like Dad? Oh!
They're trying to kill us, Peg. I've got to do business on their terms. Get back!
No limit. No limit. No limit.
Run him off the road, Duke! Run him off the road!
Day and night and day, these kids will try anything for kicks.
These cars are actually customers of the garage, people who've had their cars worked on and just friends of ours. That is a chrome Bentley. Very exciting. That's actually from Specialties Auto right down the road. Let me introduce you to some of our loyal customers. So this is our good friend Nate. He owns this 66 Chevelle behind us, and he's going to tell us a little bit about why he likes the garage so much.
Well, the garage is a great place to get your auto work done. Good event, good food, good people. So this is what it's all about.
We got one of our very good friends, Jim, here, and he's going to tell you a little about two of the cars that he has here. So here's Jim, and he'll let you know about this one.
Glass has class, steel is real. This is a 1932 Ford sedan. So basically what us hot rodders do is we find the best bodies we can, do whatever repairs necessary, throw everything else away, keep the body, and replace it with all new running gear underneath and inside. This is the same thing. I chose to put a big block Chevy for running gear, which is difficult on his car with a compartment this size for an engine. Interior is all leather. Suspension is all updated with four-wheel power disc brakes. Got a DVD player for the kids and air conditioning to make the family happy. So that's it in a nutshell. The body's a really, really nice 32 that I started out with, and everything else is was thrown away and changed so that I can run down the freeway whatever speed I want and have everybody look at me and go, what the heck, as I pass them in comfort. There's a lot to talk about this one. This was done as a tribute, obviously, to military. I went to a funeral of one of my car buddies that we traveled to California with. He was a member of Stagg's Car Club. His name was Don. And I had no idea until his funeral that he was retired military, airborne. My dad's name was Don. and I decided to do a tribute to him. So it started out with a regular old Model A Roadster from the field, still has bullet holes and stuff in it. Just painted it primer and dressed her up. The core of the motor is the heart, which is AB 1950 flathead V8. All the performance parts are old. I had to change the heads because I done blowed up the 1947 heads that were on it. So they're new heads that I put on it. It's a original fixed-in intake with 297 Strombergs, and it's got a 40 Ford steering box with 37 front and F100 wheels and tires and brakes. The inside has got all kinds of weird stuff. I have a World War II briefcase that I used for the door panels, and it works out great because I have a lot of storage. The seats are made out of stretcher gurney covers. It's got a light armor vehicle shelf for the shifter, and on the other side you can see I've got an Afghanistan medal that one of the guys gave me because I let everybody drive this thing. It's a real grenade. It's got a 20 for a suicide knob. Shells hold on the inside portion of the dash. It's a World War II 50 caliber shells there. It's World War II Army tags in there, old drive-in speakers here. This is a pup tent half from the 50s. And, you know, shells are all over the place just for fun. When I was a kid, cartoons, Sad Sack, Beetle Bailey, the Sarge is on the other side. This is even the Mr. Horsepower had to wear a helmet. These are 20s. These are World War I trench art cannon shells that were bases I turned into exhaust. Corvair taillights. This is a Marksman medal. This is Army mascot, Kilroy, World War II. So I just dressed it up, had fun with it, just for fun. So it kind of turned out to be a toy, but it's got a lot of interest. It's got 5-inch cannon shells for heat exhaust protectors. It's got 50 caliber turn signals up front. It's got an ammo box shaker hood scoop, old end of a cannon shell for the radiator cap, canteen overflow. It's got machine gun sights for covers for the headlights, and even the side rear view mirrors have some shells, including the front tires are capped off with shell valve stem covers. So that's about it. Oh, and then so it's like an old car that an old hot rodder had, and he went to war and the car kind of went with him. So that was kind of the theme. So everything's pretty dang old on the car. Lots of World War II and prior, and then Vietnam era stuff, and then a little hot rod stuff thrown in too, because it's a flathead V8. That's here. It's got Von Dutch flying here. Old European government license plate up front. So a lot of stuff to look at, and a lot of people like it because it's just fun. And it's a blast to drive, and it just absolutely blows people away to see me on the freeway passing them in something like this.
Well, I'm Cody, and from the garage, and just wanted a couple of tips for summer coming up. Obviously, the biggest thing is checking your air conditioning. We deal with it on a daily basis as far as people coming in on their way out of town and their AC is not working. AC is probably one of the hardest things to deal with on a car because of the vibrations and just the amount of movement the car sees. So be sure before you leave out of town to get your ducks in a row and get it looked at. The other would be cooling systems. Always make sure you're full, the overflow bottle's full, and watch that temperature. I can't tell you how many times throughout this heat we see cars come in with blown motors because they think they can make it to the exit. And if that car's overheating, if that gauge is in the red, be sure to just shut it down and pull it off, and wait for some help or call a tow truck, because it's a very expensive mistake if you think you can make it to the next exit. So be sure to bring it in. We can do a cooling system check and an AC check, and make sure your car is ready for the road.
There was a black car over here, and it said it had like tiki lights, and that said voodoo, and then it was fun. We got to honk the horn a couple times, so that was pretty fun.
You know, I didn't do a head count, but I'm thinking we had 150 or so.
I'd say a couple hundred.
Yeah, right around in there. I think car-wise, we're sitting right about 40 at this point, and then all the people that stopped in off the street, and then customers that knew about it. So, yeah, really good turnout. Was very happy.
I'm Butters, and cooked all the food today. It was awesome. It was busier than I thought, but we pulled it off. Kept the crowd happy, hopefully. Did a full pig, 100-pound pig, 2 full turkeys, and a 20-pound ham. Everybody was happy. It turned out great. It was fun stuff. Hot, very fun. Good crew here at Garage Inc. Excellent crew. Definitely recommend. Honest, good work, fast. It's hard to find an honest mechanic anymore, but these guys are great.
Yeah, I think this event went well beyond what we imagined it would be. It was great. We had a lot of help from the community. A lot of people bringing their cars down. The food was amazing. We plan on doing it again next year.
Yeah, first annual.
If not soon. Yeah, this is first annual. Next time we're gonna manage the food and some of the things a little differently because we learned a lot this time. But had a lot of help from a lot of people. Really went well. Really went well. Found out a lot about the shop, what we can handle, the acoustics, everything else. I think the band members were really good. Loved having them here. Worked great. Worked out great.
Yeah, perfect. We couldn't ask it to go any better. The customers, the car show, the food, we could have been on that a little bit better, but it was a learning experience. So next year we'll definitely have a better handle on it.
Yeah.
And once again, just thanks to the car show guys, thanks to the customers. We couldn't have done it without them. So awesome turnout.
Yeah, a lot of our suppliers came through, donated some you know, like the soda pop and the water, a lot of the gifts that were given away. It's really everybody, all of our customers, everybody really stepped up and helped us out. It was really turned it into a great event. Definitely want to do it again. The only thing we would really wish for, I think, is 72 to 75 degrees, maybe slightly overcast. It was a hot day today.
It was hot,
but it was better than rain.
Yeah, better than rain.
Better than rain.
Yeah.
So.
All in all, though, we can't complain. It turned out very well. We're real happy with the way everything went.
Yeah, a couple
we
long
learned a lot
days.
for next year.
Yeah,
so.
Long days, hard work, but it was definitely worth it.
Yeah. Appreciate everything. Without you guys, we couldn't do it, and we know that you take trust in us with your car repairs, and it's you guys that made this happen, and that's why we decided to do this Appreciation Day. We greatly appreciate every one of you coming down and trusting us to work on your cars.